We are smiling. We are turning off our alarm. Good morning. Good morning, Facebook friends. Good morning, YouTube friends. Yes, he's singing. Welcome to Raincross Farms Makery. It is morning here. It might be getting on to afternoon where you are. Welcome, wherever you're from. If you're here, otherwise I'm not talking to you, please pop on, say hello. Let us know where you're watching from if you're new. If you are watching live, there will be a red box up here that says live. If it's not there, you're watching replay. Either way, we love having you. Just comment #replay so we know you were here. And if you're live, comment live so we know you're here.
Say hi to Jackie.
Hey, Jackie. Hi, Liana. Hey, Tracy, welcome. I am Robin. Again with the hand, I am Robin. And behind the computer and behind the camera is my husband, Bill. And like I said, we are Raincross Farms Makery. We are coming to you from just outside of Lewiston, Idaho. And right now we are here with our two dogs, Duke and Daisy. They are part of the in-studio audience. And if you've been following us at all, an update. Daisy, our big dog, they're both big, had knee surgery, and this morning, she had 24 staples removed, and the vet said she is looking good. So she's supposed to take it easy, and she's not supposed to be outside without a leash, so she's not running around until she has a titanium plate and rod in her knee now. She's not supposed to be out running around. So, of course, they get out this morning. Both dogs get out and see a deer and have to chase a deer. So, absolutely not what she was supposed to be doing. But fingers crossed, she hasn't done any damage. She's looking good. The vet said she's looking good. We get an x-ray in about 6 weeks and get her final clearance. Anyway, enough about the dogs. Let's get to crafting. If you watch live Facebook videos, you know the drill. We would so appreciate it if you would love or like our page. If you're not quite sure if you're not ready to commit, we'll take a like. We would love to have you follow our page. We are on the march towards our first 1,000 followers, and we would love it if you would be one of them. So if you would follow our page would be great. And I'm told this really isn't a taboo word, just the overuse of it is. So I will tell you one time, we would so appreciate it if you would share our video out to other groups that you're a part of, or just to your own page, or just to a specific friend that you think might enjoy some crafting. So that's enough of your to-do list. Let's get on with our to-do list. This morning, we are making an adorable... Hi, Kay. Thank you. Hi, Patty. Hey, Vicky. Hello, Jackie, Beverly. I don't know if I missed a couple of comments. Let me take just a second to pull this live up on my phone so I can see a little closer. And then I promise you we will get to getting...
Absolutely, the deer were taunting you, weren't they?
Yes. I don't know if I said hello to Vicky. Hello, Beverly. I think I'm caught up. Hopefully I said hello to you. If not, it's Bill's job. Okay, today we are going to make an adorable... Well, let me show you what is the inspiration for this. We live on a little farm, 6 acres, but we have chickens, and we grow things, so it's a farm. We have lots of trees and lots of wildlife, and we get lots of wind. And some months ago, we had a really strong wind, and some tree branches came down, and Bill noticed in one of the tree branches was this gorgeous nest. Is that not perfect? I mean, authentic. You can't buy this at Hobby Lobby. You can see the mud in there. You can see here's some plastic netting that they've used. So we did not go pull this down. It came down by an act of God, and we are going to upcycle it today. So we are going to use this bird's nest. And what we're going to do with it is we are going to use our new bird cutouts. Aren't these adorable? These are made of wood and they're wide enough so they will like sit on a shelf, and they even come with cute little wings. So that is what we are going to chalk up today so that we can place them in our real live bird's nest. Okay, so here is the transfer that goes with these cutouts. It is called bird cutout patterns. Pretty self-explanatory. So there's two patterns. They are double-sided. So you can use this side here that's got all sorts of words like blossom, tweet, something in full, fresh, spring, flowers. So there's spring type words. Or this set here that has kind of like a floral pattern. And then there's a couple different wing designs. So I think we are going to do the floral pattern because I've kind of been on a floral kick lately.
Hey, I want to say hi to a couple new people watching. Got Sandy is first time
Hello,
calling.
Sandy. Welcome.
First time watching. And then there's Beverly Faulkner.
Hey,
from
Beverly.
Riley, Kansas.
Welcome. And I said, good morning, Christy.
There's Linda Lou.
Hey, welcome. Welcome. Good morning, Linda. I went to last night's video. It's weird and weirder when I seen my comment and thought, this seems familiar. Gee, I think I've said something just like that.
I went to last night's video.
Oh, she went
Oh, she said
today instead of yesterday's instead of today's.
I do that, and I'm supposed to be controlling it.
Did I treat the nest to protect from lice and bacteria? No. How would I do that? I don't know.
Spray it with Lysol?
We live in Idaho. We're okay with lice and bacteria. So far, so good. I don't know. What should I do? Put it in the microwave? I'm open to suggestions. Didn't even think of that. Again, Idaho. Okay, so here are our bird patterns, and I'm going to try to leave it on the backer sheet. So I'm going to just cut these apart. I don't mean to be threatening you, but I'm going to take my scissor blades, and I'm going to just lightly slice it through those little threads that are in that line. And I'm not cutting through the backer sheet because I want to kind of keep it on the backer sheet in one piece instead of having 8 little pieces to have to keep track of. Okay, I'll get that one. So here. Trying to do this so I don't freak Kay out because I know she is very concerned about corners. Right, girl? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Kate's true. It's been down a long time. We had that nest out of the tree for
It's been,
probably close to a year, I would think.
I kind of thought, should I spray it with clear spray? I thought I'm just gonna leave it. And if it falls apart, then it's meant to be. But in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy it. Okay, before we get started on this is what I'm going to set this nest on. I'm not going to glue it because I'd be gluing dirt. Okay, so I'm going to put it up on this stand. So this is just a candle stand from the Dollar Tree, and I have given it a coat of chalk paint. I believe color Truffle, Waverly chalk paint. Okay, and I want to kind of make it look a little more natural, so I'm going to do a dry brush with fawn. Then we're going to get to our birds. But I want to get this going and drying. So I'm going to use my chip brush because I don't want it, I want it to be kind of streaky looking. So I'm going to just dip this in the lid and
Hi, Sylvia.
brush some off.
I just saw that she's watching.
Okay.
I miss my Sylvia and my Lee.
Okay, so most of that off, and I'm just going to kind of, again, dry brush this to kind of make it look like a tree limb, I guess.
Yes, that is a real nest.
Yes. There were no eggs in it when it came down. It was empty. And I even if we put it back up, I seriously doubt that the bird would come back to it. Okay, so
I've also found a hummingbird nest too that came down, but I couldn't save it.
yeah, but this one is just solid. This is like a bird mansion. Okay, so I've got that just kind of dry brush. So now it looks a little more, I don't know, camouflaged, matching the nest. See, looks good. Okay, I'm gonna put that there. Let's get to getting. Okay, it's just leaving stuff everywhere. So I need to get it done and sitting somewhere. Okay, so these are, again, like I said, made out of wood, and that means they have some little natural grain in them. So I am going to put wax on them. Ordinarily, I would put on my clear surface wax, sell in my shop, but I'm not thrilled with the stark white. So I am going to actually use dark wax. I got this on Amazon, but you can also get it in, I think, any craft store. It's dark paste wax. So it's paste wax like this. It's paste wax like this that you can get at the hardware store, but it is tinted. So it's going to lessen the starkness of this white, kind of give it an antique look, and it will also wax the surface at the same time, so that my transfer won't stick as tight. And get that little plastic doohickey off. Okay. So I'm going to take a microfiber cloth and get some of that on and just rub this wax over it, and you can see it kind of tints it.
Could you buff that off?
Yes,
too?
I will. Certainly will. Let me get it on. Okay, and I'm doing the whole thing. I'm doing front, back, sides. Again, you do you. If you wanted to paint these a certain color, you could certainly do that too. A little bit more wax. You could just leave them white. You can paint them. You can stain them. Okay. Let that absorb for a minute. Do this little birdie. Okay. I like the brown. I have those candle holders too. Yeah. Those I've used them for, I have glued glass jars on the top of those candle holders, made cute little containers for my hot cocoa bar. And so I had an extra one, and I thought, how can I get that nest? How can I display that nest like it deserves? Okay, so I've got that layer on. This is kind of, yeah, I probably ought to do these guys too. Matchy matchy, right? Okay. So, have you noticed how much bird decoration there is in stores? I am just amazed. It seems like, I have known that the developers at Chalk Couture, the stylists at Chalk Couture, do a lot of research on trends, but it just seems like they just nailed it this time. I'm taking a clean one now, and I'm going to buff off as much of that wax as I can. because too much wax will make it so that my chalk paste doesn't stick, and that's not a good thing. So I need some wax, but I don't need an oil slick of it. And I'm not too worried about the edges because I won't be chalking those. But I'm definitely doing this side. And like I said, you can do both sides of these with two different designs. I'm just going to do one side today. So you could do one side with one color scheme, the other side with another color scheme. Maybe they're going to be displayed and you can see them on both sides. It's all up to you. Okay. So anyway, back to, going through the catalog. We had a new catalog release just a little over a week ago, and it is filled with birds and butterflies and country and rainbows and all of those things I'm seeing everywhere in craft stores. So if you haven't gotten a hold of our new catalog or looked at it online, you need to do that. Okay. Coffee break. Let's get to chalking. Okay, put this aside. Okay, so these are reusable adhesive silkscreen transfers. So I'm going to peel it up because it's sticky. They're reusable. Company guarantees 10 to 12 times, especially if you clean them up really well. Turn that over and take good care of them. And those of us that are designers know that if you really do take good care of them, you can get a whole lot more than 12 uses out of a screen. So you can use them on more than one project. They don't have to go on the cutouts. They can go on a flat surface. You can put them on fabric and cut them out and make little bird stuffies. Okay, so this is designed to fit on this. They were made together, so I'm just lining this up on the cutout. I can just see the edges of the cutout through the screen. Okay. And adhesive, so I'm pushing this down because I don't want my paste to seep under, so I'm making sure that's stuck down. Okay, so there's that one, and then let's do this one. Same thing, I'm fuzzing it. I don't think I mentioned that. I'm fuzzing it. I'm putting a little bit of lint on the sticky part so that it is a little less sticky. If it's too sticky, I risk stretching or distorting my transfer when I pull it up. Or if this had been a freshly painted surface, I would risk pulling up the paint. So I wax and fuzz to get the best results. And again, we've got that lined up and pushing it down. Now, trying to decide on colors, I was thinking I could go kind of neutrals. I'm thinking of the birds I see. Well, they're mostly brown, and brown, although rumor has it brown is my favorite color, it is not. Brown can be kind of boring unless that's what, and you're going for something very, very understated. So I thought, and Bill said, oh, I like those teals. So we are going to do our birds in Tide, which is a deep turquoise, and Couture Teal, which is a lighter teal. So I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do the little bird in the dark and the big bird, not in yellow, but the big bird in the teal. Okay? And then we'll do their wings, some coordinating colors. Okay, so this is Chalkology paste, chalk in paste form. We have dozens and dozens and dozens of beautiful colors. This has got to be one of my favorite. It's kind of a, I don't know, kind of a peacock color. So I'm going to take a little bit of this paste and put it on my squeegee. Push this down one last time. And I'm going to put the paste, and I'm just going to drag it across that screen. The paste will go through the screen and adhere to the surface below. These are very different from stencils, because stencils generally aren't adhesive like this, and because of that silk screen, we can do a lot more with the design on the inside of the design. And that's the beauty of these. Okay, so I'm taking off any excess paste, putting it back in my jar, and I'm going to check my fingers so I don't smudge anything, and I'm going to slowly peel this off. This is called peel, reveal, and squeal, because it's just so awesome when you think, I did that. Okay, so I'm going to slowly peel it so that if there's any area that needs to be laid back down, pushed down. Is that not beautiful? Beautiful, beautiful, my beautiful little bird. Okay, I'm going to get out. This is just a dish drying mat I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to clean that in a moment, but for now I'm just going to spray it so the chalk doesn't dry in the screen. That makes cleaning it a little bit more difficult.
And you're just spraying it with water.
I'm just spraying it with water just to keep that, just to keep it damp. It makes cleaning easier. And I'm just going to take my dryer. This is not a embossing gun. Those are screaming hot. This is like a mild hair dryer. And it's just meant to dry the paste gently, not blast it out into the universe. And I'm just drying that so that if I accidentally touch it, I don't smudge it. Our pastes are what we call smudge and budge proof. Once they're dry, I can rub my hand over it and it's not going anywhere unless I get it wet and scrub it off. Okay, so yeah, here's my big one. And let me put the lid on this and put that in water. Now this is our couture teal, very much the same color as our transfer.
Yeah, I'm going to make a personal comment here.
Yes.
The cameras are not showing the colors true.
Okay.
They're looking more blue than they actually are. They're
at least on your end. Who knows what they're seeing?
Well, on my phone, I'm seeing the
Okay.
same thing, and I tried to adjust the color. I'm just not happy with it yet.
So same thing. I put the paste on my squeegee, dragging it across this silk screen, rubbing my nose, making sure the paste goes all the way through so that it sticks to the surface. I don't need very much paste. This jar lasts me a good long time. I've probably had this jar 8 months, and it's still going strong. Okay, scraping off the excess because I can put that back in my jar and use it. And check my fingers and peel and reveal and squeal. Woo! I love it. I love it. Give me some hearts if you love these colors. Don't have pretty birds in this area, just messy pigeons, doves, and noisy blackbirds, and some sparrows. Well, I'm sorry. We have some pretty, it's not exactly like tropical birds, but we have, what do we have? Finches that are the yellow, the bright
We have
yellow.
house finches.
House finches.
have-
A lot of brown ones. We have robins.
We have robins, and we have jays. We have bald eagles.
We have bald eagles, and we have osprey, and we have seahawks, which is an osprey. Okay, so are those? That is so pretty. I wish you could truly see the colors. That almost looks black, but it really is a deep turquoise.
Okay, one more thing on that.
So I'm giving that a quick dry, and then I am going to chalk some wings. Then we'll put our bird's nest together. Okay, so this big one, how did the wings go? Like that?
No.
Other way?
Yes.
That way. Okay. For a minute there. Got confused. Okay. So I thought to add a little sparkle, and because I love our shimmers, we have two brand new colors of shimmers. This is Shimmer Rose Gold, and this has got to be my favorite color, hands down. And then this is pretty close. This is Shimmer Orchid, and both of these kind of have that iridescent look to them. So I thought let's spruce up their wings with something sparkly. And let's see, should I do, I don't know.
Lighter with lighter,
Dark, okay.
contrast.
Okay, light with light, dark with dark is what he says. That's what the man says.
Wow.
That's what he says. Okay, do I want to do the feathery wing? Do I want to do the feathery wing, or do I want to do the speckledy wing? Let's do the feathery wing. Okay, so this is the smaller one. It's clean. I'm going to fuzz it. There's not a lot. I don't really need to fuzz it too much because there's not a lot to stick to this. Wherever those green lines are is where there is adhesive underneath. So there's not a lot to stick to this. And then on this one, let's do our polka dot. Let's do our polka dot wings. Okay, quick fuzz. And line it up. Well, that looks pretty good. I can kind of hold it up to the light and see through the screen and make sure my backing is centered there. Okay, so dark with the dark. So I'm going to use the Shimmer Orchid with the Tide color.
And Cynthia says, yes, feathers.
Yes,
So there.
feathers. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. One thing about our shimmers, you can kind of see how it's got some little splotchy colors. That is the mica flakes. Kind of settle. Not a bad thing, totally fixable. So what I like to do with the shimmers is just give them a quick stir right before I use them, and it distributes all those little shimmers throughout the paste. And I'm going to take just a little, this is a half of a mini squeegee. And again, I'm just going to drag that over the screen, push it through the screen. With the shimmers, sometimes they need a little extra nudge to get through that screen because of those mica particles. So I usually kind of come at it a couple different directions, up and down, side to side, to make sure it goes through. And I'm going to peel this off. Are you ready? Piece. Woohoo! Oh, I smudged it. Smudged it. I'm going to fix that. I'm going to lay this back down. Probably should wait till it's dry, but I'm impatient. I'm laying that right back down, and I'm not even going to push. Just going to re-chalk that. There we go, because I smudged it. Cute little wing. I don't think you can see. Yeah, you can kind of see that shimmer. That's not just wet. That's the shimmer.
It's a wang.
It's a wang. See them wangs? Okay, and I'm spraying that so it doesn't dry. Putting the lid on this. How am I doing on time? I got 15 minutes. Okay. Again, this is rose gold. It's kind of got the settling going on, so quick stir. This has got to be the sparkliest shimmer we've got. Okay, so put some on my squeegee and drag it over. Need some little Pokey Dot wings. Thank you. I have high hopes for how this whole project is going to look. We're actually going to do a second part to this little, we're going to kind of make a little vignette. I'm not going to have time to do it all this morning, so you'll have to follow our page and stay tuned for part 2, how we finish this up. So, and there is the rose gold.
Are those hearts?
No, they're just little dots.
Dots.
But you can kind of see the shimmer. And spray that. And I am going to, so I don't smudge it anymore, I'm going to dry these up.
Somehow I'm logged in.
So any comments during the live are not from me, they are from Mr. Robin.
Wait a minute.
Okay. I got those dried. I'm going to take a minute, let those continue to dry. Isn't that cute? Oh, they're so cute. Okay, I'm going to let that continue to dry, and I'm going to quickly show you how we clean up our transfers. I like to start with either a paper towel or one of these little doodads. It's called a Swedish dishcloth. I don't sell them. They're on Amazon. They're in some home goods stores, but they're like a reusable paper towel. So I kind of like it because I'm not throwing away so many, and I'm not going through so many paper towels. So I just take this, and with my wet paste, this is my first go at cleaning up these transfers. And I just use this to get that top layer of paste off. And what this does, like I said, it gets the bulk of that off. I can toss this in the washing machine. I can wring it out, rinse it out, and it's good to go again. Next, because they're not super clean, I'm going to use our board eraser. This we sell in our shop. It is the makeup is a lot like a magic eraser, but there's no chemicals in it because we don't want to use chemicals on these. So now I'm going to take my board eraser, and that is going to really clean off the paste from these transfers, especially the ones that had the shimmer, because those little flecks will want to settle on the screen, and I need to get as much of that off as I can. So just with the board eraser, I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to clean the back. So again, getting the paste out of the screen, and on the back, I'm also removing the lint that we applied in the beginning. And my goal is to get the paste out of the screen, get the lint off of the sticky, get them dried, back on their backer sheets, and stored away. Okay, so, whoops, that bird is taken off.
You know what? You talked about those things again. I'm going to go ahead and put a link.
Do a product link?
A product link off the Amazon so people
Okay.
know what you're talking about.
Okay, he's going to, on our page, if you go to Raincrest Farms Makery and click on the section that says guides, we have some product links that we have there for you. We are Amazon associates, so if you purchase something using one of our links, we get a small portion, but a very appreciated portion of your purchase. Doesn't cost you anything extra. Okay, so let's put these together. These come with double-sided sticky, they're not dots, they're little squares. So you don't even have to use your glue gun. So I'm going to put one side of this down, and here's always the hard part, is getting the paper off. Did it? Okay. So let's put that guy there. And then let's put this one down. If you are interested in purchasing or just seeing more information about these supplies that I'm using, minus the bird's nest, if you want to see the transfers and the wood cutouts and the paste I'm using, you can type in bird nest, and it will probably take it at bird, and it'll probably take it at nest. And my bot will send you a link to where you can purchase those things, a cart link. I'm sorry, there we go. It will give you a cart link of all of the supplies I'm using, so you can go browse and see if there's anything in there that you would like to purchase. And there we have it. I have my little birds, bright springy birds, and I have about 9 minutes. So let's get our bird nest. Now, if I just stuck it down in there, you're not going to be able to see it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of this moss. I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm letting this air dry. Once it air dries, I'm going to put the slick backer sheets back on and put it back in the plastic. But until that dries, I am going to put some moss in here to kind of give me a bed to put the birds on. Now, if you don't have birds' nests falling out of your trees, here's a suggestion. This I got at the Dollar Tree. It's just wood blend wreath. It's kind of made to look like grapevine wreath, but you could take something like this and you could, maybe wrap it in canvas or wrap it in something, and then glue on whatever this moss is, Spanish moss, Mexican moss, whatever. Pick your nationality. Pulling it apart and glue that on, and you can kind of have your own little makeshift bird's nest. Okay? But the Spanish moss looks an awful lot like what birds would use. Now that's kind of lifting that up so I can put down. And again, I'm not going to make these permanent. I'm not going to make that permanent. But here I've got my two little birds in their nest. What do you think? What do you think? I also got these from the Dollar Tree. These are just little foam eggs. I could put some eggs in there. Might look a little cheesy. Oops. Don't want it to be completely look a little realistic, so maybe yellow one, green one. Okay, so I may or may not. I may look for more realistic looking eggs and not these glittery ones. And one other thing I could do to dress this up is put a little something down at the bottom. I am not a super huge bow person, but on my live last night, if you missed it, go find it. Go to our page and look for last night's, I think it was Life in Full Bloom. I showed you how to make a rolled felt rose. And I am thinking that just no bows, none of that stuff. Just glue down a rose down at the bottom. What do you think? Simple. Does that look good? Would you rather see a bow? Let me know what you think. Show me some hearts if you love this. Work on, and I am purposely not permanently attaching these in there because I want to be able to use them maybe for something else, move them around. So here is my spring bird nest. Again, if you are interested in the supplies, type bird nest in the comments and we'll get you a link to the supplies. I mentioned the catalog. If you are interested in looking at the catalog, you can type catalog in the comments and it'll take you to a link to the online one. We are also running a sale of mystery catalog bundles. So if you are interested in that, let me tell you a little bit about it. If you're interested in that, you can go into my VIP group. If you're not a member, it's free to join, no obligation. It's just my private group where I can offer sales and deals and specials. But anyway, I'm having a mystery catalog bundle. So you can choose between a mystery of 2 A-size transfers. They will be some of the new releases, but this is A size, so your bundle might have a surprise of the time to eat or the pour yourself a cup of ambition. So if you pick the A size bundle, you'll get 2 A size transfers, and that's the mystery, what they are. You're letting me shop for you. Or you can do the B size bundle where you will get 2 mystery B size transfers. These are 8.5 by 11. So you could get something like Happiness is Homemade and The Good Life. Okay. Again, the mystery is what are your transfers? You choose the size. I choose the transfers. You get a free catalog. It comes with free, no tax and shipping is included. And also you will get a little scratcher card with a special deal from me. So if you're interested in getting a surprise in your mail, you want to try a couple of things, but you don't know where to start or what to choose, you can pick a mystery catalog bundle. And if you type mystery in the comments, I'll send you the information about that. And in just the last minute, I also want to mention Club. I just got my Club packet yesterday. Club is our monthly subscription service. So every month, this is $19.99 a month. Club, different from VIP. VIP is just a free group. Club is the subscription service, and every month you get a packet like this. And inside, the first time you sign up, you get a catalog. You also get an exclusive transfer. So this one is this month's transfer, which is, we have used it already because I got early access to it. It's Take the Long Way Home. And you also get 3 paste packets so that you can get started on some projects. So you just find yourself a surface, and I give you lots of ideas for surfaces you can use, some that you can purchase from me, some that you can get from the Dollar Tree, some that you probably have laying around the house. So this kit comes with Lakeshore, Ocean Mist, and Berry. And these packets will give you several projects with this. Anyway, so for $19.99 a month, that's our club. You get lots of other benefits from the company with that, but the month of February is an awesome deal. Anyone who signs up as a club member also gets free 5 transfers. They will select the assortment, but you get 5 of this size of transfers from past club offerings. So the first time you sign up, you'll get this, and then you'll get 5 others delivered to your door. So it's an awesome deal. If you're interested in that, type in club. If you're interested in anything, I was in club member, never got anything. Okay, let me follow up with you. Did you sign up in my club or just the club in general? I'll follow up with you and see what's going on. But anyway, I've run all this stuff together. So if you have any questions, just type me a question in the comments. I'll continue to monitor them even after the live is over during the replay. And I'll get back with you. I'd love to answer your questions or give you some ideas. So I'm going to pose for my picture and we're going to be done. Thanks so much for watching. We will see you next time.